Hi guys, so it's Wednesday the 8th, we're going to just have a little look at some mobility stuff that I absolutely need to do, and I'm sure that you absolutely need to do as well, to make sure you get this done, don't be lazy. Okay, first piece we're going to work on is a turn back stretch. So I'm going to place my hand around about level with my shoulder, and I'm going to get a big stretch right through the arm, into the chest, right down into the nerve as well. It's going to get a little bit horrible in there, but bear with it, you're going to do a minute on each side. So I've got the whole of my hand right onto the wall. I'm going to stretch into here, and then I'm going to turn around and try and look over that shoulder a little bit. That's really gruesome right into the arm right now. So I'm going to just turn back out of it just a little, so I've got enough stretch, but it's not causing me lots of discomfort. Okay, just going to camp out here for a minute or so, and then I'm going to come out of it, and then I'm going to swap over sides, do a minute on the other side. Okay, guys, we're going to go into a wall candle, which looks really simple, looks really innocuous, and it's really easy to get wrong, but I want you to just focus on a couple of little things. We're going to sit against the wall on this one. Once I'm sat against the wall, I'm going to keep my legs really straight. I'm going to make sure they get a bit of tension in the hamstrings. I don't want my back to be arched down. I want to try and sit up as tall as I can. As tall as I can, and keep my pelvis tilted so I've got a natural arch in my lower back. Once I'm in that position, I've got loads of tension going through the hamstrings, so I want you to stay there for about 2 minutes if you can. Get lots of stretch going through the hamstrings, okay guys? Our third movement is what we call a half lotus. So you're going to lie down onto the floor with your feet up against the wall. So, I'm going to go and set myself up in a squat width position, and then I'm going to keep my back flat, and if not slightly arched. I'm going to take one leg up, so my ankle is on my knee. I'm going to take my hand and press it into my knee, and just try and push away. So I've got loads of tension going through the hip, and I'm trying not to let my pelvis lift up. It's going to stay down onto the ground. Guys, I'm going to try and stay there for a minute, and then swap over sides and do a minute as well. Our next position is a back stretch. So whilst you're down on the floor and you've done that position, just shimmy away from the wall a little bit on this one. And we're going to try and just open up your lower back. So I've come away from the wall. I'm going to take my hands onto the knees. I'm just going to try and get the pelvis off the floor and just bring the chin up towards the hips as well. I've rounded the back, and I'm just allowing the back to open up to get your lumbar spine open, and just kind of stretch all of the muscles in and around that area in there. Guys, going to stay there for about 2 minutes, okay? We've then got our penultimate mobility piece for today is a V sit with a forward bend. So straddle position. So I've got my legs into a V shape, and I'm just going to lean forwards. If you've got terrible mobility like me, then this is a great one for you to work on. You're just going to pancake down, just try and get your chest down towards the ground. Some people will be able to get all the way down there. The stiffer people amongst us will probably be upright. Wherever you can, you just need to keep your legs really straight and keep the hamstrings under a little bit of stretch. And then we have our final stretching piece for today, our mobility piece. I'm going to take, I'm going to go down into a lunge position. I'm going to stretch, I'm going to push this hip forwards. I'm going to stay there for about 30 seconds, then I'm going to come out of it, and I'm going to get my leg really straight, so again I get into the hamstrings. I'm going to stay here for about 30 seconds or so, then I'm going to swap over sides and just keep rotating for around about 2 minutes. Okay guys, go ahead and enjoy your mobility, get it done after your workout, and let's get nice and supple.